Hello there. I've been asked, people have been asking me what my association with Tintagel is or was. I must admit, now I'm living in London, I've got no real association with the area, other than the fact that I lived relatively close there to Tintagel for quite a long spell of time. I first went to Tintagel way back in the 80s, when it was quite a bleak and desolate place. I should imagine it was way before English Heritage had anything to do with it. Probably run by Cornwall County Council at the time. I went there and there was really no facilities. There wasn't the walkway that there is now. It was a pretty arduous task to make your way down the kind of rock face and up onto the island, although it could be done, but it was a bit rough. And getting down to what is called Merlin's Cave, that was pretty tricky as well, back in the 80s. I've been to Tintagel on several occasions. This is what it looked like when I went there in the 80s. As you can see, it's pretty basic. I went back there again in the 90s with a friend of mine, and he took this picture of me on what was now the new walkway, or then it was the new walkway, and that was, I guess that was towards the end of the 90s, really, 99, that kind of time. But it was by then already a much smarter area to be in. I used the maps and the things that were available to me to design my castle that's in my story, Tintagel, to fit exactly onto the rock face of the Tintagel Island. So if you was to sketch down from my drawing of my castle, the rock formation fits it perfectly well. Although I'm saying that my castle was actually a sea monster that had died on the island, and his carcass was used as the basis for the castle. But anyway, I digress. This is my castle. You can see the way in is through the monster's mouth, and that really kind of tells you what sort of adventure type sci-fi fantasy it is. It's a fast-paced, very unusual type of story, and there's terrible cruelty, and there's love and romance, and in truth there's sex and violence. The whole gambit are in there. So if this sounds like your kind of story, your kind of fun, it's well over 700 pages. So if you don't use it for anything else, you can always use it as a doorstop. But if you are interested, keep finding my blogs and my little videos that I make, and it'll keep you up to date with where I am and what I'm doing, and interesting, hopefully interesting, snippets about the book. So look out for it. It's called Tintagel, and it's just $9.99. Ciao for now.